I'm Nancy Norman with Weekly Wisdom. We're continuing our study of the book called The Game of Life and How to Play It. In the chapter on the law of karma, Florence Scovel Shinn, the author, opens the chapter with these words: "Man receives only that which he gives. The game of life is a game of boomerangs. Man's thoughts, deeds, and words return to him sooner or later with astonishing accuracy." So the game of life is a game of boomerang. Man's thoughts, deeds, and words return to him sooner or later with astonishing accuracy. Well, I began wondering about the boomerang. We've all heard about the boomerang, and I'd always put it together with Australia and the Aborigines that live in Australia. The boomerang is both a tool and a weapon. And upon further investigation, I found that it's an ancient tool and an ancient weapon. Apparently, King Tut of the ancient Egypt had an extensive collection of boomerangs. So it's been around a long time because that was dated of the 14th century BC. So the idea of the boomerang effect has been around for a long, long time. We can also think about the echo effect. What we send out returns to us. What we send out returns to us. It returns to us at some time in our lives. My brother and I used to love to go to a particular canyon and stand at the edge of that canyon and shout our name or shout out a sentence. And sure enough, it would come right back to us in our voice, with our timing. What we give out returns to us multiplied. Our thoughts, our words, and our deeds return to us sooner or later. What goes around comes around, and that is called the law of karma. Now, so often we think of the law of karma with a bit of dread, and yet I like to think of it in another way. Because what a person sows, what a person plants, that person shall reap from what they sow or what they plant. So think of all the good things that you have done in your life. That's going to be returned to you. It is returned to you. Think of the kindness that you have extended. Maybe holding a door open for somebody or letting somebody enter the freeway ahead of you. Maybe it's a smile that you give to someone. That is the law of karma. What you give out returns to you multiplied. Think of the gifts of love and joy and happiness that you have given to people. It shall be returned to you multiplied, and probably is being returned to you right here and right now. As I said, so often we think of karma as coming back in not so pleasant ways. And yes, if you've lied, you will be lied to. If you've cheated, you will be cheated. If you've gossiped or said hurtful things about another, that will be returned to you. So it's a very good idea to be very conscious of the words that we speak, the actions that we take, and the thoughts that we think. Above all, I want you to know that nothing can keep our good from us but us. So we need to be aware of what we send out, because that is what is coming back into our lives. I love this story that I read not too long ago about a man by the name of Mike Barth. He was one of 7 who worked in this company in Albany, New York. And every week, one of them would go out, they'd pool their money, and then go out to a local convenience store right down the street from their office. And one of them would buy a lottery ticket. 7 of them. Well, this was Mike's time to buy the lottery ticket. So he went down to the convenience store, and he was stood in line, waiting for the next place in line. It was his turn to buy the ticket, when all of a sudden he reached down for a Snickers bar in the candy display. As he did that, the man behind him stepped right in front of him, gave the man his money, and bought a lottery ticket. And at first, Mike was taken back. How rude to step right out in front of Mike and buy that lottery ticket. He was going to say something, but decided not to. Well, guess what? Mike bought the next ticket, the one that the man behind him would have had, and it turned out to be the winning ticket. The group of 7 winners split $202.9 million. Each winner took $29 million before taxes. When we use our thoughts, our words and deeds in positive, healthy, loving ways, it returns to us multiplied. When we act in rude, uncaring ways, it is returned to us multiplied. The law of karma. What is yours by divine right of consciousness cannot be withheld. Every single person, every single circumstance is a chain in our good. Look for the good in every person and every circumstance and praise it. God bless you, and have a wonderful week.